That was awesome.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Labadee, Haiti. This is Royal Caribbean's private beach area, so to speak. It's not an island because it is here in Haiti, which is enormous. And there is a lot to do here, but if there's one thing, more than anything else, this is going to be your beach break. But first, we're going to go to St. Thomas and go snorkeling. There is already a line of people out here for this excursion, but it looks like we're moving already, so I think we showed up just at the right moment. Now, every Caribbean sailing that we do, I always feel like I have to go snorkeling. It's just something that is part of a Caribbean sailing for me, regardless of where we're going, whether it's Western or Eastern, or hopefully soon will be Southern Caribbean itineraries. Snorkeling for me is just so much fun. It's relaxing. It's so interesting, like you can just see so many different things out there. But for this cruise in particular, and this excursion, wasn't the greatest. And here's why. There are so many operators, and you only have so much time. So we have done some really great excursions, like in Roatan with Norwegian Cruise Line, or even on Norwegian's private island area, which is down in Belize. But this one today just missed it. It missed its mark. The excursion online listed that you would get to see a turtle, which is awesome. I mean, seeing sea turtles in their natural habitat is amazing. And we actually got to see 2 of them. But this was just a really bad area for snorkeling in general. And the first biggest issue, I think, is that it's very, very deep and wide open, and that can be really, really overwhelming for a lot of people. We actually even saw a barracuda that was swimming around, and Taylor wasn't very happy about it. Now, getting to see the turtles, like I said, was awesome and very cool, but it's just so deep. They're really, really far away, and you should never harass turtles and get close to them, but still, this would have been a lot better in a more reef-like area. And speaking of reefs, to get to the reef, we actually had to swim almost 100 to like 150 yards away from the boat, which again, if you're a first-time snorkeler, and I think what's really great about excursions on cruise lines is that these typically are for newbies, people who haven't done this before. But this one in particular, when you got to swim that far away from the boat, I think that's kind of an issue. A lot of people just struggle with swimming that far. They're not used to it. And not to mention, the reef itself just wasn't really that great as far as other excursions that we have done in the past on previous cruises. Here's the thing. When you do any type of snorkel excursion, you should always check to see in the fine print, are drinks included? And guess what? The one thing that made up for this excursion was the crew and the drinks that were included, because boy oh boy did we have one heck of a time sailing back to the ship. So I think it might be a little loud and hard to hear. What's really funny is that we seem to be the only people on this boat having a good time. Everybody else seems to be totally annoyed that we're going back.
That's what I was going to start. It's not going to say, come with us.
Cheers. You know, have a good time after your excursion. Relax. Yeah, have a drink. Don't be so kind of stuck up like everybody else is on this boat. Matt's getting a tramp stamp.
What time is it?
Just so you know, it's not even 10.
I still got a whole day ahead of me.
It ain't even 11 o'clock yet.
So we have officially made it out to Labadee here in Haiti. And we're just kind of making our way here into the island. We're trying to kind of get our bearings. This is the first time that we've ever been here. So we're trying to figure out kind of like where we're going, what we need to do. We are looking for the flight lines, which I think is like right over here, but I kind of want to walk over this way just to show you like what this looks like with the zip lines coming down over across the water out here in front of the beach.
So right up there is where the zip line starts. We're gonna come the whole way down here, down the beach. To right there.
You only gave me your ticket. You didn't need to give me your seat pass,
Right.
did you?
There goes some people.
Oh, they're laying down. Being that it's our first time here to Labadee, we don't really know the area at all, so we've just been kind of walking around and exploring. We have some time before it's actually time for us to go back and do the zip line, and we found this kind of like little outcropping area, and there's like a little, I don't know, place to hang out. It's kind of nice, all the rocks, and it's kind of a cool place. This is I think a nice change of pace than like the kind of man-made built islands that you find with like Coco Cay. Right, we love going to Coco Cay, but it's nice to kind of have like a place that's feels a little bit more natural than everything else, and really cool just to kind of like walk around and like look in the tide pools, and you'll see all kinds of different stuff from sea urchins to fish and crabs, snails, everything. I mean, it's all kinds of different things in here, so it's really cool.
Before we tackle the zip line, we thought we'd go get a drink, maybe get some liquid courage for that zip line. So we headed over to where the swim up bar is at, and this is out in the water because it's a swim up bar. And this is located on the northern part of the peninsula here in Labadee. And if you're wondering about like it being so spread out and having to walk, they do have trams that will take you to just about everywhere and anywhere that you need to go within this area that is owned by Royal Caribbean. So it's pretty simple and easy to get there. Now, once you get over to the beach area, they actually have some people working over there who will try to find you some seats so that you're not walking around all over the place back and forth, which is really nice and very cool. And if you can, maybe give them a few dollars, give them a tip, because it is, you know, I mean, it's nice. Like, these guys literally were running up and down the beach trying to find us seats together. And we put our stuff down and we started making our way out to the swim up bar. What is also great about this is, just like Coco Cay, your drink package works here in Labadee. When we got to the swim up bar, we just tell them our room number, what drink that we want, and it is all taken care of, and we don't have to worry about it. So super cool and awesome. And it was time to take the leap and fly across the sky.
Yeah, so everything today for this part of the video is going to be shot on the GoPro. So audio might suck really bad, but you know, you work with what you got. We are getting our, what are we getting?
We're getting our harnesses.
Oh, our harnesses, that's right.
Strapping you down. I wanted that one first to see if I can do this.
Woohoo! Hey! Hey, you did it! I'm so proud of you.
Actually, that's a little easier than the ones in Alaska, only
Yeah,
because I didn't have
exactly.
to jump off the edge.
See? Wasn't bad at all.
My arms are shaking.
Now, obviously, that was not our zip line down across the water. So what's really cool is that you actually get to start with a little one. I think it's a better way to like kind of test people's fear before they take the big zip line. And we get on this truck to take us all the way up to the top of the mountain so that we can make our way down across the water. So we are up at the top and getting ready to make our way, sailing down the ropes or the leads or whatever you want to call them. I don't know.
Zipping.
We're going to be zipping down them. But some important stuff that I think is worth noting here. So really with any type of zip lining, the smaller that you are, the more, like the less that you weigh, there is a certain position that you need to hold like going down the lines, because otherwise you don't have enough weight to actually propel you the whole way down. So this is a pretty steep, like not a steep drop, but there is quite a bit of a drop here. So I would think for the most part you'd be okay, but the issue is that since we're going out over the water, there's a lot of wind, and that wind resistance may slow you down. So what they do is they will weigh you when you get your harness, or well, they'll weigh you whenever you go to check in, and then they're going to write that on your band, and that's basically going to just like determine how you're supposed to go down. I'm supposed to maintain like the chicken position, but I'm definitely going to like let go and do whatever I feel like, probably. This is this is pretty awesome. Yay! think Taylor's so dazed she's getting a photo.
She doesn't know where she is.
She doesn't know where she's at. Yeah.
That her jaw was numb from.
Oh, what? You did it. Yeah. I think
Yay!
Tyler was down on his GoPro.